This is one of those times I wish we had video.
Yeah,
It's one of those times I wish we didn't.
I am so full.
Why are you so full, David?
Here's why, comma. We went to lunch at Ichigo Ichi. If you haven't been to Ichigo, you know where it is?
Dude, you have a great podcast mic voice.
Thank you.
It's just
butter.
It's got that thing in it.
Yeah.
Well, I've worked on it for a while.
Yeah.
But
I don't feel like any time we've ever hung out, you gave me that.
No.
Thing in there.
He's showing off for you.
I am. No, dude, it's this place over there, right up the street from, Losers and Winners.
It's right across from Vandy and
where Boar's Head used to be.
I don't know.
Or Hog's Breath. I don't know. It's something
I used
like
to
that.
go to Losers and Winners. A bunch. But
Did you? You don't do that anymore?
Well, I know where it is.
Yeah.
Well, if you walk past Winners and Losers and you go to where it makes that real sharp turn.
You know where the Kempton Hotel is right there?
Is it at the 21st stoplight?
Yeah. It's right there at the 21st stop.
Okay.
Dude, it's a sushi place.
It's called what?
Ichigo Ichi. Which is
really hard to say.
Yeah, it's real hard to say. I'm Ogichi,
Yeah.
Chasing some Ogichi. They chase you around in there. I'm Ogichi.
You going Ichi? Go Ichi.
Go
Ichi something.
Yeah.
Go
It's
Ichi sushi
so
out there.
good, dude.
That's awesome.
But I'm so full. And then I just tried to do a video and sing, and I was sweating.
You're still sweating.
I'm just dying. I got to redo it. I feel like Lee Bryce looks.
That's not nice.
Oh, that wasn't nice at all. Sweaty,
nice.
sweaty.
Yeah.
He's just sweaty. I'm sweaty too. I could say we're both sweaty men and hairy.
Yeah.
We hug,
But you don't have to call
not
Lee
laying
out.
down.
He didn't deserve that.
Yeah, that was unnecessary.
I'm sorry. How about I'm sweaty like old Chris Young?
Fair. Yeah.
I'm sweaty like
You know
Jared.
what I've thought about this?
What?
When you say old Chris Young or old me, it's actually when they were younger.
Yeah,
It's
young-
so backwards.
Young
Isn't
Chris
it?
Young?
It's backwards.
Why were we like, hey, old me would have done this? I'm like, no, that was young you.
Because in our
Young
30s,
me.
we were raging alcoholics and got fat, and then in our 40s, we're...
I see days in colors.
Interesting.
Like Sunday's yellow, Saturday is red.
Really?
Tuesday's blue. Yeah, Wednesday's green.
So
For
we're
a
green.
while, I saw numbers. I associated numbers with colors.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's synesthesia, right?
I don't
That's-
know. I've
that's
never
when
been
you-
put under. If that's what you're saying.
No, that's where you like somebody plays a note and you see a color.
Yeah.
Synesthesia.
It's
yeah.
that or acid. Acid does that too.
I think because I'm
Mushrooms.
hard of hearing. I'm legally deaf.
Are you?
Yeah. So I think
Why do
because
you
of that,
talk so
I think
well?
I visual so I was born with a thing. It's gonna sound like a joke, but it's called cookie bite hearing loss.
What?
Yeah.
Cookie bite
Yeah.
hearing
I
loss?
thought you
So
said
when you-
cookie butt hearing loss.
No, that's better. But
Yeah.
Cookie butt. Got a case of the cookie butt.
this is what you guys do.
God. Tell me about cookie butt syndrome.
So basically, I was born with a degenerative hearing condition, so I lose my hearing every day.
Like,
More and more every day.
It's degenerative; it won't go away till it's gone.
no shit.
But in where I lose my hearing is right if you look at an audiogram, right, and draw a line of, what you can hear and what the megahertz or whatever that you can hear.
Yeah.
Really high end and really low end, I'm actually sensitive to. So when like pots and pans hit each other,
Yeah.
or a siren goes off,
Yeah.
we have a sensitive smoke alarm in our kitchen.
Yeah.
So I have some hunting muffs there because it rattles me. I can't even. But then I
wow.
can't hear.
So it's overbearing.
Yeah. So then right towards the high and low end, and then it drops out like a cookie bite,
Yeah.
Oh, hence cookie bite.
which is human voice and guitars, like kind of important shit for me.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
being a
that's,
songwriter and all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did not know. We've known each other forever.
Well,
How
we
did
talked in bars too, and like most of the time we've hung out when we played shows together. But
Yeah.
like I read lips really well. Like right now when I'm talking to you, I'm watching you do that.
I feel like I need to do. Hi.
You don't. No, that actually throws me off.
It does?
But as
Oh.
soon as he starts talking, I've got to watch what he said.
but what if I'm directly behind the microphone and you can't read my lips?
The good news is we got the muffs on, and I can hear great.
Can you hear through these, already?
Yeah.
You calling muffs is killing me too. I love it. I love everything about this conversation so
Yeah.
far.
I love everything
I
about
hate
Jared
it.
Mullins.
I hate everything about this conversation more because it means I'm deaf in the music business, like trying to be a blonde painter.
Wasn't there a famous?
But I'll be
blind
honest, some of the
painter?
paintings I see look like, well, they didn't have no vision at all.
Dude,
Yeah.
have you seen this thing? It's like for blind people. This
I bet
this,
they haven't seen it.
Wow.
Didn't see that coming. Wow.
Welcome to Twang. No, there's this thing where this guy or this, I think it's a guy, is recreating masterpieces for blind people, like the Mona Lisa, and like
Brailing it out?
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Where like they can feel it and see it, which is just absolutely amazing, right?
For them, I guess.
Yeah, I
don't
hadn't even
know.
thought about it. That they've never seen what the Mona Lisa looked like.
So was it just like describing it?
No, it's like he does it to where it's textured and they can feel like
Oh, so it's kind of like 3D.
it's like
3D-ish.
Step Brothers. I want to come over and feel your face later. You know?
Yeah.
It's Step Brothers.
Well,
Welcome to Twangtown.
it's a shame they didn't have that, back in the 80s for
Who?
Playboy,
yeah.
for blind people. They could have felt some
I think some guys are still feeling
That's
the pages,
terrible.
though. Yeah.
Braille
I
boy.
don't know why, but
Braille.
you're talking about like describing paintings. I'm like, I bet there's some blind people that would be like, why don't you just work on this area?
My mind is going some weird places now. It's like what God, like blind people. Dude, what kind of porn do they watch?
I think
They
don't-
can't watch anything, really.
Yeah,
Just have to listen to it.
Yeah, that came out wrong too, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Welcome to Twangtown. I am David Tolliver.
And I'm Colt Mirsky.
Tall Brewski.
And today we have with us songwriter Jared Mullins.
What's going on?
Hey man.
We start there, right? We ain't
No.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
started.
Oh, shit. I should have signed a waiver or something.
It's just your reputation and career. It's fine.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Maryland.
What part of Maryland? Like
It's a town called Westminster. It's about 30. Well, it used to be about 30 minutes from
Did it move?
Baltimore. No, I just think like it got bigger, and I feel like traffic
So
might have
it's-
affected the time.
did it
getting-
shorten? Like if it got bigger, then it shortened the time
No,
to
I think-
Baltimore.
I
Like the
think-
city lines spread out.
No, I think just like it got more dense, and then so your travel route was different.
Yeah, my travel route's different every day.
Yeah, I respect it.
No.
Because of traffic.
Yeah.
Sure.
You grew
I'm so lost.
I feel like I missed something.
travel route, guys. Didn't y'all ever? Never mind.
I don't know about
Were
it.
you like on a paper route as a kid or something?
Not route. ROOT.
Oh. Okay, well, I can't like visualize the words that are in your head.
You should, because it's
Should've
I don't have synesthesia like you.
Should have
like you
said
two.
travel route.
Route.
Yeah,
route.
but then we moved to West Virginia, which is like complete opposite.
Where in West Virginia did you live?
West Virginia kind of makes like a middle finger if you look at it.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Then I
you were
lived-
up in there.
I was up in the thumb.
I've never known anybody from the thumb of West Virginia.
Yeah, Panhandle.
Yeah. Not like West Virginia, not Western Virginia.
Yeah. Tell
West
some people
Virginia
they're
is
like,
its
oh,
own
so like
state.
Virginia, but like west of it, it's like, no, there's a state that.
Yeah. It's one of the big 50.
Yeah, it's one. It
Yeah.
made top 50.
Well, you know, my wife's from West Virginia.
That's all right.
And one time when her mom was still living in West Virginia, she was having problems with her phone, like her cell service. So she called in and reported it. Like, okay, where are you located? Like in West Virginia. Like, oh, like Richmond? And like, no, not Western Virginia. It's like it's a whole other state called West Virginia.
They're like, yeah, we don't have nothing out there. for you.
There's really people out there who don't realize West Virginia is its own state.
I've had a couple questions several times. I'm like, oh, like Western Virginia. I'm like, no, it's a separate entity.
Have we become that dumb as a society that we do not know anymore?
I don't
Yes.
know if we have.
I
There are
think-
some people.
Yeah, I think we're pretty good. I feel like we're on the high end of the smart section.
We're trying.
We're doing our best.
Yeah.
We read well.
I feel like we have brains but do dumb things.
yeah.
So-
How long did you live in Maryland before you moved to West Virginia?
I moved there when I was 15.
Oh, so you spent some time in and around.
So it's kind of weird. It's kind of like where I break it down is like right when I was about to get my driver's license, I didn't
Yeah.
because we moved.
Yeah.
So I put like 9 months into my learner's permit, and we're Jerry Bear's about to get a little bit of taste of freedom.
Did you call yourself Jer Bear?
Jer Bear.
Yeah. No, I mean most close people in my life call me.
You
call
also
me
spoke
Bear.
of yourself in third person.
Yeah. Well, I just
That's fine.
Well, he's kind
I
of a
said
big
close
deal.
people in my life call me Jerry Bear. I'm pretty close to me.
Yeah. David think that's great.
So it wasn't like a wide receiver thing.
No.
No.
No, you weren't ostentatious about it.
Right.
I don't even know what that word means, but I looked it up earlier.
Felt right.
So you moved to West Virginia. Did you play music back there?
No.
Did you play in Baltimore? Did you do any kind of music whatsoever?
No, in high school, I gave up my pre-cal class
Oh,
for classical guitar, and I would pay this guy $10. He was in the band. He just knew how to play music.
yeah.
So he was. I would be like, I want to learn these songs, and we would spend all week. He would just show me how to play it and show me where my fingers go.
Yeah.
And then the day before, each week we had a song we had to learn, and the day before he would show me how to do it. Again, remember, I can't hear, and I don't know at this time I'm deaf because my progression is so slow that you just adjust to it. You just feel like, you just miss some stuff.
It's so gradual. That you.
So I don't know that I can't hear, but I'm very visual, so I just watch his fingers and where he'd place them, and then I would go up and then we'd put the sheet music out, but I would never look at it. I just watch my fingers, and I do fine. I'm a visual learner, clearly. And then they would spend all week learning those songs and reading music. I would spend all week learning Garth Brooks or Three Doors Down that he learned how to play, and I'd watch his hands, and then I would learn it and take that home with me.
Yeah.
And so
Dude,
then
that's amazing, though.
that's how I started. Yeah, I really just did it around, kind of just like an entryway into getting chicks around a bonfire in West Virginia.
Yeah.
It wasn't, massively successful, but then I started really kind of falling in love with it.
Yeah.
And then I started realizing that people, that Tracy Lawrence didn't write every song he sang.
Yeah.
By himself on a guitar. And then I started looking at credits.
And this was in high school that you started doing that.
Yeah.
So you sought out the songwriter.
Yeah, I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
I just found that, there was
Well, you wanted to learn about it. That's awesome, though.
I didn't, and again, I didn't mean to. I just was like, so I feel like we have this thing in our head as we grow up, but at least we used to. That you heard Tim McGraw sing a song, you're like, he just came up with that by himself in a guitar in his room.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went and a bunch of studio musicians got into a room and a microphone came down in the middle. It was perfectly distributed.
Yeah.
Everybody sounded perfect. And then they played it and he sang it. Well, that's how it was in my brain.
It was a movie in your head.
Yeah.
It's like you see, the Wonders on TV and they're all singing in a church together.
Yep. Yeah.
And I used that thing you do because we had Jonathan Sheck on. Jimmy, I quit. That guy.
Yeah.
But you think of it as everybody playing at once, and
Yeah,
they did
because you
this
hear it
song.
all at
Yeah.
once. You don't realize that there's moments. I remember my mom and dad came down and visited. It was right after I signed my first deal, and I was riding with Corey Crowder and Neil Cadillac 3
Mason.
Neil
Yeah.
Mason. I almost said Midley, but Neil Mason. And anyway, they came in and we wrote one of my favorite songs to this day. I still ever wrote.
What's the name of that?
It's called Dirt on Me.
Dirt on Me.
This road's got dirt on me.
Oh,
It's good.
Wow.
It was on hold. 13 different artists.
Anybody cut it?
There was every male at the time. Nobody cut it. But we left and my dad had we were going over, we were at Liz Rose there, and then across the street, Jody Stevens had a studio. And Parmalee was there, and we walk in, and I remember on our way over there, because he laughed really hard because me and my dad look a lot alike, and he just opened the door and laughed at me. And then Tommy Cecil came over.
Oh, yeah.
And Matt was like, come here, look at this. And they just laughed hysterically. But on the way over there, he was like, Jared, he was like, Corey earlier today was playing some piano. And he's like, but there wasn't piano sounds coming out of it. And I was like,
What?
I'm like, okay, I think that's why, I think the way I do, I think I was probably just taught that in my family. A mic comes down. He was playing piano, but there was no piano sounds coming out of it. And he didn't ask a question.
Yeah.
He just kind of looked at me like that. Like
some voodoo stuff.
Some witchcraft. Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
Come here and look at this. It's killed.
Yeah.
It's almost like he gave himself time to digest it and figure out an appropriate way to ask it, but never asked it. He just told me.
The cog.
Hey, he was playing piano, but there was no piano sounds coming out of it. And then he kind of gave me the,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I'm aware.
This is some conspiracy type music they're making here.
Did you go to college back there in West Virginia?
I went to school in York, Pennsylvania, and left
Yeah.
to pursue music.
Yeah. You decided school wasn't for you. I decided school wasn't for me.
Well, Yeah.
And
no.
they decided school was.
I wasn't in the, I didn't go to the right situation. I just went because I needed to do something. I felt like, but kept pursuing, kind of strumming around. And then I started playing at Morgantown, West Virginia. And that's where I kind of got going. Morgantown and some in Pittsburgh.
Were you playing in like clubs and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
After I left school, yeah.
Just cover band?
Oh, yeah.
Just,
nobody wanted to hear any original
no,
shit.
nobody couldn't. They couldn't care less.
That's just like a built-in bathroom break for the set. Yeah, nobody.
Here comes the original.
Yeah.
Were you writing songs at that time too?
Kind of.
Were
Entertaining it.
Were they real bad?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. They weren't awful.
Really?
I had this weird. The way I misheard words and like started playing with like wordplay.
Yeah.
I was ahead of the game. When I signed my first deal at it's not Big Loud, it was Big something else. Greg Gallo, Pete Robinson. Big Deal.
Big deal. Yes.
Big Deal.
Big deal.
I had written officially 28 songs and 7 were on hold.
Really?
And I'd only written 28 songs.
You're like the unicorn of that though, because everyone we've had in here is like, yeah, my songs sucked when my songs were terrible when I first started writing.
Well, I think it's a little bit of a disadvantage. It's kind of like that. I've had to adjust to this, but it's kind of like that super athletic kid in 8th grade that's just better.
Yeah.
This is going to sound so arrogant, but I don't mean this way.
No.
Just naturally better doesn't work at it, right?
Yeah.
And so those kids that were just, kind of below him that saw him as a goal had to work harder, and then they developed this better work ethic.
Yeah.
So that natural ability, if you have too much of it, I think is a hindrance.
I understand where you're coming from completely.
Yeah, and I don't mean this to be, but like I just was naturally good at like witty spelling words, and every 50 you can turn into a really cool song.
Yeah.
And I also had years to do it. I wasn't like writing every day.
Yeah.
So when I say 28 songs, like that might have taken me a year and a half to do.
Mm-hmm.
But they were all very intentional.
Yeah.
But I feel like, man, that kind of hindered me a little bit for a while. Yeah, I just
I
kind
know
of
what
was
you mean.
riding that, and that's not good enough.
When it comes easy, it's easy to lay back on your laurels and not what.
But I also didn't know what I was up against yet. I only just kind of knew what was in my environment.
So did you write most of these songs before you came here? Like
Those 28?
No.
No. I maybe wrote, okay, if you want to know, the first song I ever wrote, I used to actually do parodies, didn't realize it as a kid.
Of course you did.
So I would just take that already created melody, and then I would just put a family member in there and make fun of them.
Yeah.
Right? So I was always doing that. But my grandma passed away, and she was like super, like this was just when I was doing cover songs, but she loved my stuff. Very big believer in me. And the first song I ever wrote was, I played at her funeral. After she died, I wrote it. And people that I didn't know wrote me and said, you summed up one of the most significant lives that I've ever known in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Wow.
And they were people that I didn't know. They weren't even like, they were a family of some kind, but I've never met them.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that was her gift to me on the way out, was saying, you can do this.
Oh, wow.
That's a good story.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. When did you move to Nashville?
I moved here twice. So
When was first time?
first time I was here at 20 and made a record.
2020?
No, I was 20. So
Oh, let's go.
18 years ago.
It's like, bro, I know. Oh, so yeah, I can't do math.
I can't.
2006.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, look at that. Kentucky education right there, son.
Yeah, 6 or 7. I think I was 19 going into 20 or something. I know I wasn't 21 because I would have remembered that.
Yeah.
So you made a record. How'd that go down?
My brother was into music, and there was a producer here that he knew that took an interest in me, and we started making one.
Okay.
Jennifer Hanson's dad, Larry Hanson. You know him?
I don't know Larry, but I know Jennifer.
Yeah.
He was on it.
Huh. Mm-hmm. So
Interesting.
you made a record then.
So what happened to that?
Yeah. What?
Nothing.
Where did you go
I ended
after
up
you
getting
left?
really sick. Like we didn't know what was going on with me. I was passing out a lot, and I got down like I'm about as big as I've ever been right now.
Yeah.
I'm 208 pounds this morning.
You look great.
I'm sucking in.
Man, you look great. Are you wearing Spanx?
But I got down to 158 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, and I was passing out constantly.
Was it because you were drinking so much?
No, I had a full-time job. I worked at a civil engineering firm down here.
So what?
What?
Yeah.
What were you doing at a civil engineering firm?
Designing stuff.
Did you design the roadways?
I was fluent in AutoCAD.
Wow.
Wow.
Just the things you never thought would come
Look
out of
at you,
Jared
you
Mullins'
damn
mouth.
savant.
So I was doing that on the side, and yeah, I just got. And anyway, my mom just came in. She was like, "You're coming home. You're sick." We
So-
never fully figured it out. I just started getting better.
Yeah.
And then I ended up going to work for the government under the Health and Human Service Cabinet. It's kind of like FEMA, but just directly under the government.
You were in the CIA. Be honest about
We
it.
don't talk about it.
Okay. Sorry. My bad.
I met some people there through the Baltimore situation, and I told them I was into music. And dude, it turned out this guy named Troy Patterson pretty much only discovered Baltimore talent. So he discovered Mario,
Yeah.
signed him, produced him. Mario actually lived with him. I believe he signed Drew Hill, and yeah, indirectly gave us the thong song. Thank you, Troy.
Right?
Yep.
Nice.
He just signed Neo,
Wow.
and then he signed Jer Bear.
It's
Old Jared Bear.
So I got to go up there and go to do. I was with them for about 18 months. We were working on a record, and I
Yeah.
was just like, man, this is amazing. They were like, so they were beta testers for all Apple stuff. But at the time, now we have iTunes.
yeah.
And they were like, here's what's happening. We have now direct access to what the consumers are purchasing. And our biggest purchaser is 15 to 25-year-old females.
Yeah.
And the three genres they are purchasing are country, hip-hop, and R&B.
Yeah.
We want to take the three distinct factors of each, and we want to merge them together. And we want to take hip-hop beat, we want to take the phrasing and flow of R&B, and we want to put it together with a country story.
Yeah.
And I said that will never.
Oh, wow.
I said this is impossible. It ain't gonna work. What are you doing? Stick to the genre lines, and obviously genres are created for marketing purposes.
Yeah.
But it worked for me because I'm like, well, the country fans, I don't know if they're gonna like that or
Yeah.
not. And here we are.
Today.
Fast forward.
Here we are.
Yeah.
And I was 24, I think. So I was just that's the ultimate know-it-all stage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So I'm like, man, that's not going to work. And we rolled with it for a while. And then
I don't see this Apple stock going anywhere.
the first song I wrote was to a Sucker MC's beat.
Wow.
Or no, Sucker MC's to, who is that? I know this is 103 beats per minute.
Nice.
And like in my kind of audition, my first meeting, I played him Chris Brown. It's you and me moving at the speed of light to eternity. Right, I countrified that up.
Really?
And that's what got my deal. I played on a little mini Martin, and then they were like, I want to write, I want to do a country song. He's like, I'm like, you can't just take that. He's like, we'll license it. We'll figure it out. But it was Sucker MCs. It's 103 beats per minute. We'll have to look it up. And I wrote a song to it that
great.
day, and then I sent it to him. And they're like, that's your first single.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
How long were you there?
Well, so
In that
I
situation,
never
you said
lived in
18
New York.
months?
I absolutely just have a hard time with New York. It's
Yeah.
overwhelming to me. I don't
Loud
thrive there.
noises. Yeah.
It's too much. Just too much for my senses.
Same, bro.
So I would go. At the time, I'm now back living in Baltimore with my grandparents, and I would get on a mega bus, a 2-story bus, because it had Wi-Fi. It was a 3-hour drive, and I'd go there, and rarely would I stay the night. I'd come home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
It's a long day.
Good Lord.
yeah.
How long did you do that?
It was like since the time we met to the time I moved was 18 months.
Okay.
And then I was like, I just want to go to Nashville.
And you came back here then?
Mm-hmm.
And that was
2000.
12 or 13?
Yeah, it was I can't remember. I think it was New Year's, day before New Year's, because my mom's birthday is on the 30th. I think I left that day. We had met in Knoxville, and then I left from there. So I can't remember if it was 11 to 12 or 12 going into 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Did you
Nice.
have anything set up when you got here? Well, I mean, did you?
No.
You came blind.
Yes.
Yeah. What was who did you meet first? And what kind of crowd did you jump into first? I can't remember when we met.
One of my first meetings was at Santa's Pub.
Oh. If you haven't been to Santa's Pub, ladies and gentlemen, you should go check it out.
I've
Maybe
never
I
been
heard
there.
it's just gone. I've heard it's gone just awful since it got exposure, but it used to be the shit.
It was
It was authentic and
Yeah.
awesome, and 20 people there, and 10 of them were doing something. you know?
yeah, 100%.
Like
we're doing
anybody
some
that sang,
stuff.
you didn't sing karaoke there unless you had a record deal.
Yeah.
it was awesome.
Yeah, dude.
But
Yeah.
I met Corey Crowder and Carrie Barlow.
Wow, that's
Like
some-
early,
Two good
like,
dudes to know.
early.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, and that's when like Casey Musgraves was bartending and Cree Harrison.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
Oh, I was in a music video with Cree.
Yeah.
When she was like 16 years old. It was Catherine Britt's Swinging Doors video.
She's a singer.
I was
boy.
I was the terrible husband.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
Catherine was like, I need somebody big and hairy to play this role. She's like,
Sign me up.
I thought of you. And I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, I could do this.
Yeah.
It's before we got a record
You're like,
deal or
you're like,
anything.
thank you.
And I was like, okay, it's talent,
Yeah.
So Santa's Pub, Corey Crowder, Carrie Barlow. If you don't know Corey Crowder, great producer, songwriter, just did Chris Young's, done a couple Chris Young albums.
Yeah, but at the time, Carrie just had his first number one.
Yeah,
Right? With American Honey, I think. Because
Oh, yeah.
somebody signed him up to sing it.
yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Was it you?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No,
So
and then-
you met him out of the blue, and it was.
But it was still quiet in there. You could just like talk, and like I'm just like absorbing. I'm learning, dude. And,
Did you get
and
cancer from in there? Did
I
they
was
smoke at
well.
that
I was
time?
a avid smoker until I found out I was going to be a daddy. So
Oh,
Yeah.
Look
And
at
I
you!
quit.
Look at you getting
Daddy
all
Jerry Bear.
I
grown up.
quit that day.
Old dad.
But I've honestly met, a lot of people. Whiskey Jam was different too back then.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so I met a lot of people at Whiskey Jam, and it was just like, once you meet a few people, then a few people talk about a few other people, and hopefully you're one of the ones being talked about, or you're at least hearing like, how do we get together? Because when Whiskey Jam was it had already been established, but it was kind of blossoming. I think I came
yeah.
in like a beautiful time for Whiskey Jam, and so you kind of came up together.
Yeah.
I don't know if it does the same thing anymore like it did, but like, man, at one point it was just like, man, if you got to play Whiskey Jam, you were fired up.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then, but that also kind of introduced you to people. They might not like what you said or sang or did or what.
Well, you look at it now, and it's like the list of people that played it before they were somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, Luke Combs,
Sure,
and, Casey Musgraves, and,
Yeah.
and just me.
Of course.
You.
Yeah, me.
You're top of the list.
Yeah, Jared, Colt. You probably play Whiskey Jam.
I've been there.
Yeah, it was cool, man.
It was an energy, man. Yeah. I don't, we were getting older when you start saying back when it was this. We're talking about Santa's and Whiskey Jam, but this town has shifted a lot, man. But it's gotten so populated. But man, at one point there was some cool, authentic creativity and energy going on,
and you could still get in and breathe.
Yeah.
It wasn't so shoulder to shoulder.
when people came in to visit, I'm like, well, man, stay for Monday.
Yeah,
Like, come on, like you're gonna
Stay
love to
for
see
Monday
that.
is
Yeah, I don't even
great.
know who's playing. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It'd be good.
that's what it was back then. It was like, where should I go? You got to go to Whiskey Jam.
Yeah.
And then they started another one, and then there's like 15,000 of them now, I think,
There's a
across
few.
the country. I think I think there's multiple Ward Gunthers too.
There is
probably.
no chance that there's not three.
No chance.
multiplicity.
I've seen two of him in different places
That's
at one
right.
time. Yeah.
He's sneaky like that.
Yeah. Where was your first publishing deal?
Big deal.
Big deal. That's right. With Greg Gallo.
It wasn't with Colt though, and I'll tell you why.
Tell me.
Oh,
why.
let's hear this one.
So I was dating this girl at the time that worked at Curb / had a pub deal.
Uh-huh.
And so she gave me like some emails to reach out and like send him and play him some stuff.
Here it comes.
So I reached out to Colt. Guess what? I never got back
Response.
a response.
What a dick.
I remember this.
Yeah.
If I remember right,
Yeah.
it went to my spam and I didn't. I'm not
Reach
saying
out
that
to
just
Colt
to say
first.
that.
I mean, obviously that was the direct connection first.
Yeah. Why
For some reason, I didn't get it. I'm pretty sure it went to spam.
Or maybe you just didn't get it.
No,
Maybe.
because look, I'm not that guy.
Did you get it?
Dude, I have met with
Would you
everybody
get it?
in this town.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had more people
Obviously.
come up to me and be like, hey, you were the first publisher I ever met with. And I was like, oh,
I
wow.
will never get to say that.
You can't say that. No.
Well, it worked out good for you, Jared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Well,
Here we are.
how
Full
long were
circle.
you with Big Deal?
4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where after that?
Tree Vibes.
Tree Vibes. And that is the wonderful dudes, Corey Crowder, right? And
Yep.
FGL guys.
Corey helped me get in there.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tree Vibes was Florida Georgia Line's publishing company they had. I don't think it's in existence anymore.
I don't know. I was only there 1 year.
Where'd you go after that?
Oh, you turned and burned it, huh?
No, yeah, they turned and burned me. They said I didn't work hard enough.
We gotta love those 1 year publishing deals.
I didn't. It was kind of pretty hurtful at first. I mean, I brought in freaking Homemade on a Schedule A. I figured maybe I'd give me in 1 more year. But
Wow.
Yeah, but no, I didn't have the work ethic.
Where'd you go right after that?
I took a break.
Took a break.
I took some BMI money and chilled out. I wasn't going to jump into any other relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You needed to date around a little bit.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to just wait a minute. Because I was really excited about being there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
And then
You had that TVM cap on like it was nobody's business.
I did, man. I did.
He was a company man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've repped.
Then where'd you go?
Where I'm at now.
Yeah. Where's that?
Young Guns Publishing.
Young Guns. Is that John Bon Jovi?
That is not. No, it's me and Ben Stennis, Josh Jenkins, and Michael Tyler.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like Michael. Written
Yeah.
some stuff with him. He's a good dude.
Talented, man.
Good singer.
That's a pretty good little pound for pound roster.
That is a
They
good, good roster.
They got some good things.
You
going
got
on
some
over
heat
there.
over there.
Yeah.
What's the first song you ever wrote that you were like, I mean, it could be a cut, it could be not be a cut. You'd be like, I can do this. This is a good song. This is one that might change my life.
Oh, it was definitely good company. Come on.
It wasn't. It was.
I was so
See?
close.
See?
I don't know why, man. I've just had this confidence in my spirit, and I've always believed I could do it.
Yeah.
I never doubted I could do it, and even in the very beginning, which probably is inaccurate, but in my heart, I knew you could put me in the best group of writers, and I'll hold my own.
Yeah.
Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but I believed it.
I think it's pretty true. You're one of the most clever, witty persons
I
I've
just
ever
knew,
met.
like, it wasn't
Peoples.
intimidating to me, if that makes sense. It was
Yeah.
just like, man, I belong here. This is what I was built to do. This is a, the good Lord put something in me that's a little different.
Yeah.
And man, and I cherish that, and I'm so grateful for it. But you go through days, you're like, then you're like, gosh dang it, I don't need to be in this town at all. What am I doing? Like, I remember one time I wrote with Liz Rose, and the stuff she was saying out of her mouth, I'm like, okay, yeah, no, you're nowhere near worthy of being in this city. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you just have, like, you have those days, but naturally coming in, and I think that naive perspective that I had didn't hurt me,
Yeah.
but you do get educated
Yeah.
quick.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Roots was the first time I ever heard a song where I was like, I'm still really partial to that song.
Yeah.
But
It's
a great song.
It was a Parmalee. It was my first. I had 58 holds before I got a cut.
Wow.
And that Dirt on Me song was part of it because there was 12 or 13 of them just on that song.
And that song never got cut?
No,
Jeez. Maybe it's time to circulate it again.
Yeah.
maybe it's.
I hear
yeah.
Joe Nichols is looking for another hit.
Is he?
It's about time for him to crawl out of the hole and have another number one.
Yeah.
Him or Steve Holy. One of the two are gonna. They're it's like they're like cicadas.
Joe's-
Well, I wish
Joe's got a better
it was Joe Dollars. I could be. I need more nickels right now. I got a baby coming. So.
Joe Dollars. Come on, man. Jared Bear never ceases.
But Roots, he's just like, that was a special song, and
Yeah.
it died, I think, at like 33.
Yeah.
My first single.
Died at 33. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So did Jesus.
Yeah. Factual.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. You're very right. What was your first big hit?
Homemade.
Homemade. Yeah.
Jake Owen.
That was my first hit that went past 30.
Yeah.
Jake Owen didn't go past 30, did he?
No, I think it was like 30,
Are
31.
you talking about Good Company?
Well, Good Company, yeah. That was like 30, 31, 32,
Yeah,
33.
right there in that same area.
Yeah. He and Sony weren't getting along, and
No, they parted ways, and then he went to Big Loud in the middle of our single because it was tracking to do great things.
yeah.
Isn't it fun?
Made an amazing music video to it.
Yeah.
Is this,
and,
is this after before? This is after he wrecked his little cart, tore his finger off, right?
He tore his finger off?
Oh
Did you
yeah,
remember he had
from the NASCAR guy had a go kart.
He like wrecked that little cart and had to have his finger cut off.
Jake?
Yeah,
How do you not know
I
this?
have no idea. This is news to me.
I mean it ain't stubble, but you could tell there was significant damage. I think it might have had to be reattached.
oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I missed
No,
that
his,
one.
his whole hand's gone.
Oh, even
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, he's stump Owen.
It's a strum hand.
Stump Owen.
That's so bad. That wasn't even worthy to say. I'm sorry about that.
What is that?
Oh, that's not it.
What's
Boom.
Stumpo?
Stump Owen?
Oh,
It's a play on it.
He couldn't read your lips.
It's a one syllable,
Yeah.
like Jake.
Stumpo.
Yeah, Stumpy.
Like, look,
I don't know.
Jared's working in his head.
He's trying.
No, I gave up.
What's your favorite place to eat in Nashville?
Depends.
Yeah, talk to me.
What time of day? What are we celebrating?
Yeah.
We're celebrating a number one. Where are we going?
Where are we going? In the world.
Where'd you go for Thank God?
I don't remember.
McDonald's?
I know we went somewhere.
Wendy's?
Okay, lately I've been liking Hall's Steakhouse.
Where's that? Oh,
Chops.
it's on West End, yeah?
Paul's Chop House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been there.
It's good.
It's good beef. I mean, I'm really particular about my beef.
Yes.
I mean, it's important to me.
I like
Yeah?
good meat in my mouth.
Yeah. So, Jeff Ruby's is special because that's the first place I ever took my now wife.
Yeah.
And that's the only time I've ever been there.
Yeah.
So maybe it was just amplified because of the
good.
moment.
It's good.
The experience.
For my birthday, we went to Bourbon.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's
Haven't
it's
been.
one of my Adam Sobel.
They brought her out.
It's the chef,
They brought her out a
executive chef.
lobster bake, and I'm like, this thing was more than my ribeye, and I didn't get it. They brought it out, and they brought it out in the saucepan.
Yeah.
And there's a hot air balloon of flaky crust
Wow.
over top of it. I'm not kidding you. And so, and inside is the bake, and this guy removes the crust and puts it down first. Then he puts the lobster back together, but it's just the lobster meat. You know, there's no shell on
Yeah.
it. And then he builds the sauce and veggies around it at our table.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a presentation.
it was fantastic. And it
Look
was
at David. He's like, I just
and
got
it was-
hungry.
I'm so happy. Dude,
was
honestly,
so delicious.
I talked about this with Jenna the other night because we watch Food Network and all these cooking shows and stuff. And one of our favorite guys is Adam Sobel, who is like this world-renowned, James Beard
And he
Michelin
works at
star.
Bourbon?
He owns it. I think he's the guy.
Yeah.
dude.
And I forget that it's there.
It's different.
and I love that place.
Is that the place in top of
It's
JW?
yeah, it's on top of JW. It's
Yeah.
got a beautiful, wonderful view.
Yeah.
And it's fire, man. The crispy Brussels sprouts, the bacon Brussels sprouts.
I
Yeah.
almost judge a steakhouse now on their Brussels sprouts.
Dude.
Thank you.
Like,
Steak.
Thank you. Thank you.
so there's good. If we're in a pinch, we like to go to Oak.
Oak is good, right next door. Actually, yeah.
But if it's a brunch, I'm going to Urban Grub.
Dude, I
Urban
always
Grub.
forget. Yeah, it's 12 South.
Oh, yeah. I've never been there either.
They have so I don't like grits, especially the way I've been told what grits are. Like the way I've been introduced to it and the way I've tasted them. My first experience is Cracker Barrel.
Oh,
it's just
yeah.
the sawmill grit.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah.
The grits, there, dissolve in your mouth like cotton candy.
Wow.
Like you don't got to chew it; they just disappear. And Urban Grub, they have their own butcher shop connected to. So
And you can
they're-
see it.
They're dry aging
Man,
those
I gotta
pork
get out more.
chops and all themselves.
Dude, this place, I forget about that place too.
Yeah, I think
Well, it's like the only restaurant in Nashville that doesn't have a sign. You just got to know it's there.
Yeah. It's
it's a distinct looking building.
It is.
I
Right
know
across from
exactly where it
Dolly's.
is, but
Yeah.
they don't have a sign saying, "Hey, this is Urban Grub. Come here and eat."
Thank
that-
goodness.
The first house I ever owned was right next to Dolly's compound. Right there, Beechwood.
Yeah.
There was that church, and then there's a house, and I was the house, the third house up, the second house up that
Did you
street
ever
behind
catch
the
a
church.
glimpse of her pulling in or out? Or
Saw
something?
her one time.
Okay.
Saw Dolly being driven one time in my alley because our alley connected right
Yeah.
there with her place.
And she still owns that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she still owns the
That's a
compound.
pretty pricey little piece there, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Dude, the real
yeah.
estate in that area is skyrocketing.
Yeah, I'm glad I sold it
Yeah.
when I did.
It'd only be worth like $5 million right now.
It's. I think last time I looked at it was like 1.4 or something like that.
You probably could have sold
1.5.
it for 5 like 2 years ago.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
You talking about like
Like at the
Skyrocket-
heat of COVID
rocket
real
rate,
estate market.
the-
Yeah. It's kind of cooled off now, but if you had it when it was like
interest rates?
sharks in the water, feeding frenzy.
I bought that house for $220,000. One of my buddies had just redone it, sold it for $260,000, and thought I was making out like a bat.
Yeah, you made
Wow.
a small salary.
Made a small salary,
Yeah.
and then moved, and now, I mean, hindsight's 80, 70, whatever it is. I don't
Yeah.
We're not good with numbers.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know numbers.
We do word stuff.
Maths.
Yeah, but that place, and I don't know that I've experienced a whole lot of new places. I'm sure a lot more's popping up, but now we've moved out of town. I'm not, and I'm, when we go out, I used to just go out all the time to eat
Yeah.
because I just had to worry about me. Now that we're, starting a family,
Yeah.
we do meals together kind of thing. So I'm not like out and about eating and trying new things. So I'm not in the loop anymore. But the best brunch, no doubt, Urban Grub.
Yeah.
The grits, whether you get a side of them or whatever, it's the grits alone are worth it. I don't know what they do to them, but it's special.
Yeah. I love you for who you are, but I love you for the fact that you just gave me. I'll ask people. I almost quit asking that question because they were like, "Oh no, where to go? I don't know." You're the first person, and you gave us 6 recommendations.
dude.
That's awesome.
My thing is, dude, meals are important to me. Like
Same.
I love to cook. Man, I'm an avid hunter.
Yeah.
So the most important meals I ever share with anybody is something I harvested.
Yeah.
So if I share that, that's special. And one, we don't throw that away. We don't waste that. But I love the process from harvest to then removing that meat and understanding the cuts and what does what and what pairs well with what, whether it's marinade or how you cook it.
My man.
That stuff is important to me. So when I go to a restaurant and I can taste that difference, I'm really partial to a ribeye. But
Oh,
when
God.
we go to
Love ribeye.
Stony River.
Stony River has an unbelievable fillet, a coffee crusted fillet.
Yes, it is nice. I do
Yeah.
enjoy.
And I
do you
wouldn't-
find yourself though? Because I cook a lot. We both cook a lot. I mean, I'll go and get like a whole prime rib roast and slice it up, and,
Yeah.
and sous vide sometimes. Sometimes I'll.
Sous vide's no miss though. I mean,
It's
requires
idiot
a
proof.
little less-
It's idiot proof.
little less finesse.
It really is.
But also, who cares? At the end of the day, you want to get that final.
Exactly.
That final thing.
I want that fat melted. I'll slow cook a ribeye on the grill for a long time too. But I find myself not wanting steak when I go out as much
Because I do a pretty good
because
steak.
I do a
Oh.
damn
Yeah.
good steak.
Dude, I'm the
Me
same
too.
way. I'll go
So,
buy a.
It's hard to go spend
30
$85 on
yeah.
a ribeye when I can make a $15 ribeye that I bought at Publix
Yes.
at the house. That's better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I struggle with that too, man. I also like to get into some butters.
some butter.
I make some butters, man. In case we're not doing a ribeye.
So hungry.
If it's a ribeye, it doesn't need anything but salt and pepper. And if anybody says different, they need to go home.
Thank you.
I'm right there with
I don't
you.
even put
That's it.
I don't even put pepper on mine anymore.
Why would you
Just
water
salt.
that down?
It's ridiculous. However, I love this. I found this salt called Sunny Salt, and I'll get you some.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me about that this
Sunny
morning.
Salt. I'll do steak tacos sometimes. I'll do ribeye tacos, and I'll put that Sunny Salt on a ribeye. I'll crust it, grill it, slow cook it, slice it up. It's bonkers how good it is with that on
So would it
there.
be
I'll try
good
it.
as like a steak, or is it just like
It would be
strictly for
good
steak
as a
tacos?
steak, but it's hard for me as a Puritan with my meats to put that. But it's on the level, and it's that good. I'm
down to
not
try
putting
it. I've
A1
tried
on
other
any
stuff.
mistakes. Like,
I really, if I
hell
do
no.
anything, I love it with some MSG in it. Like,
I'm sure this is loaded up with it.
dude, I love some MSG, but I try not to do it on a ribeye. I think a ribeye just needs to salt and pepper. You're good.
Yeah.
And then just cook it right.
I'm gonna get you some. I'm gonna
I'll
get
try
you
it.
both some, and I'll let you try it.
I'm
and
not
you
going
can
to
tell me.
discriminate.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of hunting you do?
Man, it depends on what time of year you ask me.
So you just do it all.
No,
just gotta get out there.
That's not fair. Not all of it. My main two are white-tailed deer
Cow.
and wild turkey.
Wild turkey.
Wild turkey is my favorite because it's right now. So, what I do is like I'm not thinking about deer hunting at all. But when we get to deer season, I won't be thinking about turkeys at all. And they're equally apart from each other throughout the year, so it's perfect. But my favorite thing is like, so I can't hear. The biggest thing you need to know about turkey hunting is you need to be able to hear. So what I like to do is if I know the area and I know what the birds are doing, I don't need to hear. My eyesight's incredible. But my hearing, like you're listening for gobbles. And I can't hear a gobble. I have hearing devices that help me. Mm-hmm. But without those in, if a gobbler is 60 to 80 yards away from me and gobbles, I can't hear it. I see his neck extend, but I can't hear it.
Yeah.
But most people can hear it from a few hundred yards away.
Huh.
So, but what I do is I take people that have never been that want to go, and we just create a little bit of sign language. So when they hear a gobble, they make a fist, and they point in the direction. Now, what I'd love is they could tell me how far, but that's hard for them to do because they've never been. But before we go out, we get on YouTube and we play sounds. And I'm like, this is what this means. This is what this means. When you hear this, make the fist. When you hear a gobble, when you hear a hen doing this, I want you to go like this. Mm-hmm. Like, and each time there's a sound, and then they communicate with me. So when I'm hunting with them, I'm just watching them. But if I'm calling and that gobbler cuts me off and they make a fist in the middle, like while I'm talking, mm-hmm. I know that they're agitated and ready to come in. So I'll quit calling. But if I get done doing my little sequence and then it's a few seconds and then they gobble, then I know I need to get on them and entertain them more. So wild turkey, most birds, when you think of a deer, the bucks chase the girls, right? With wild birds, for the most part, the girls go to the guys. That's why they strut, and they make the emoji.
Mm. Yeah,
and that's why they gobble. So they go to them. It's very against our society or like what a whitetail does.
Yeah,
but the girls go to the guys. So it's really hard to call a guy in when he's got girls with him. So you learn to talk to the girls and bring the girls in.
Oh. And the guy comes
so
with
that's
him.
why
gotta have a little girl talk.
We do a little rundown. So I'm taking Dallas Wilson for his first turkey on Monday.
Yeah.
I'm taking Traney Anderson. I'm taking
it's Hannah Ellis.
We got cookies.
Hannah Ellis dropped some cookies off.
Oh wow.
There you go.
Who wants a cookie?
We're taking Adam Craig. We're taking Hunter Phelps. I'm taking Ned Cameron.
Where are you going hunting at? Where do you
most of these are going to be down south in like near Hohenwald, Tennessee.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then I'm taking Kerry Barlow and Brett Warren to Illinois.
Yeah, shameless plug. Hannah just got nominated for
ACM
New Female Artist ACMs, so she's bringing cookies by to everybody here at the label. So
we need, come on.
There it is. Yeah, good job, Hannah.
Big win.
It's funny
She
how
gets an applause since she brought us cookies.
You got 2 cookies and there's 3 people in here.
Well, I mean, y'all are more than welcome to them.
Everybody give her a Hannah.
Give her a Hannah.
I didn't know you were so knowledgeable about hunting. That makes me love you even more.
I don't know that I'm knowledgeable. It's interesting.
I've never done the turkey hunting.
Being hard of hearing, like it's different. I see everything differently. I have to.
Well, it's like your what you said. Your eyesight is trying to compensate for your
I hear
hearing
with my
loss.
eyes. If you can believe it, like that's what I have to do. So, but my eyesight, thank goodness, is. I don't know. I've looked up at that eclipse like 6 times the other day, and I'm like, gosh, dang, I'm going to be Helen Keller here soon.
Yeah.
If that thing translate like they said.
I looked at it because there was clouds over it, and I kept looking at it, and I'm like, my eyes start watering. I'm like, this is probably not good for me.
Yeah.
And then I put my phone up, and I was taking pictures of it. I took like 8,000 pictures of it, and then something online was like, please don't take pictures of the eclipse with your phone.
Why?
Because it'll hurt your eyes even worse, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Magnification and the oscillation and the chromagnification. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. How does Positrack work?
Well, it's easy.
Well, one quits, the other does it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't know.
They just take turns. They just tag.
That's
a tag team wrestling team.
Yeah.
I mean, if you watch My Cousin Vinny, you'll learn all about it.
God, that's a great movie, is it not?
Such a great movie.
4 degrees before top dead center?
Yeah.
Yeah. The timing. Anyway. Marissa Tomei. She won an Oscar for that role.
Sure did.
Wasn't a Pontiac.
No. Nope.
What was the other car? Ford.
Ford
Fairlane.
Fairlane.
Was it a Fairlane?
Thought so.
That's what came to my mind
It
before you
wasn't
said
a
it.
Chevrolet Corvette because it cannot be confused.
It's a Ford Fairlane.
Ford.
Yeah, Ford Fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
she crushed.
Yeah. She killed
She
it.
always crushes.
Yeah, dude.
And she's always like, she was in that one weird movie. My brother was big into like watching like Oscar nominated films.
The wrestler.
No, it was.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
No, it was called In the Bedroom.
Oh, I don't know that
That
one.
wasn't
She
with
was
her
in it,
and
and I was like, "Where?"
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Maybe.
Yeah, they did some weird stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, but she always like delivered, man. Like she can play a comedic role, but like she plays that other serious.
She's a
stuff.
wonderful actress.
Yeah, she killed it in Spider-Man.
Yeah. Is that the only one you've seen of her?
No.
Wow.
Hey, real quick.
I don't even know which
Amazing.
one it is.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna make a quick adjustment.
That's fine.
Yeah, do your
you
thing,
wanna,
man.
You want to set up now?
Sorry about that.
Let's get serious. Come
Yeah.
on.
Well, you guys
Yeah.
said something about somebody in here just beating the shit out of that stand
Well,
earlier.
That's Scott Cologne.
Scott Cologne. He's not French.
I get it.
He's not French. He's
Cologne is not French.
You don't
It's
have a G
not.
in that.
It's Spanish. He
No.
does. The G is very silent.
It's very silent.
Apparently,
yeah.
there's a Cologne, Spain.
Spain.
He's Spanish.
Got it.
Espanito.
Now we know.
España.
Little
I don't
Spaniard.
know.
Yeah.
So this is all y'all do? You know, I mean, like, what are you doing?
What else? I mean, what else do you want
Tell
us
me
to
about
do?
tell me about your agenda.
My gender? I'm male.
Your agenda.
Oh, my agenda. Man, honestly,
like this whole podcast, like I mean, I haven't listened. I didn't even know anything about it till he hit me up.
that's fun. You know, it's nice. when people
Twangtown, I guess, was music talk.
research. Well, honestly, it's more so just the people where they came from.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to know about the people of Nashville.
Yeah.
You know,
What do you like to do in Nashville? Where do you like to go? What I mean, you know, how did you get here?
we're just chatting with our friends, having a good time.
Damn it, I'll
There's
back.
there's
You know where I like to go in Nashville when
Where?
I get a break?
where
Out of Nashville. Man, if I could hear better, I'd be Skyping right now, boy.
how do you feel about traffic in Nashville?
I think it's taken years off my life. Not full years, but time off because I have a lot of anxiety in traffic. I can't do it. I grew up on dirt roads, you know, like,
Same.
and we just had freedom.
What part of town you living in now?
Kingston Springs.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So you got out there a little bit.
Yeah.
I like it out there.
That's
It's nice.
You and Josh
Awesome, yeah.
Phillips out there, huh?
No, he's
No.
not out there.
Yeah, he is.
Unless he just moved. He was in Ashland City.
I mean,
and then he
Ashland
went.
City.
I thought he moved even farther north.
That's right. Who was in Kingston
Well, I didn't think
Springs?
he sold that house. I didn't think you could buy that dirt.
You
that
can't
cheap.
buy.
Yeah.
Can't buy that dirt cheap.
Yeah.
They came in
Yeah, they
offering
were-
top dollar.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Well, Jake Owen's out in Kingston Springs.
Yeah,
You his neighbor?
We live about a mile from each other.
Do you really?
Yeah.
His finger lives somewhere else.
Yeah. It's in
Yeah,
heaven.
it's in heaven. Yeah.
Do y'all have like barbecues together?
No.
Be a lot cooler if you did, man.
We
Do you have any blue
well, I
jeans?
passed him a couple times on the road and we've run into each other.
Like on the road, like
We
car
haven't
wrecks?
we haven't collided, but
Collisioned?
But just we live off the same road. And he used to have a real distinct Bronco. And actually, one time he passed me and then he messaged me. He was like, "Wave next time, Dick," or something like that. But I had the sun in my eyeballs, so I couldn't see anything.
And you see real well.
And I have
Yeah.
great vision.
Yeah.
And so, but no, man, I'll be honest. Like, dude, we got married,
You and Jake?
my wife and I.
Okay.
And so she didn't live in town. We didn't live together till we got married. And she got pregnant. Listen to this. She has one ovary. She had one removed at 16.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
A twisted cyst.
Yeah.
Oh, not the band.
Twisted sister.
They're
not going to take it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So she, like, it was real bad news. So she got it removed. And then, like the last 2 years leading up to that point, I'm like, man, I just feel like my gumption's down, my energy's down. I was like, I'm gonna get my testosterone checked. I was at 280.
Oh.
Low.
Yeah, that's pretty low.
Yeah. Which is not real awesome to talk about, but also I don't give a shit. I didn't do anything to do that. It
Well,
just
no,
happened.
it's nature.
Yeah, nature just hit me a little early. So
Well, we don't hunter-gather like we did in the old days.
your
so,
boy does.
Well, you're not out there walking 1,500 miles a day, you know,
Turkey hunting,
fighting a bear
hunting,
for a turkey.
Last year, I averaged 6.8, and that's just because we were done sometimes in the morning. But I'll go 14 miles hard.
Yeah, but you ain't trying to chase that dang thing down and strangle it to death.
Oh, I've done that as well.
Have you really?
Yeah, somebody hit it wrong, and I went down and no, I tackled it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want to see you tackle deer. Grab a buck by the antlers.
Man, no thanks.
Bruh.
That's a powerful little animal.
Bruh. You've seen them videos, them
Dude,
hunters.
they'll mess you
It's
up.
like, all right, dog, you won't go?
You get those little legs
they're our
kicking.
size. I mean,
Yeah.
depending on where you hunt them, like where I hunt, most of my deer are in Illinois, and man, they can do 300 pounds. You don't want none of that.
You
That
don't want no
and
part
when they
of
can
it.
just effortlessly get over an 8-foot fence just standing there.
Yeah.
That's such a powerful
It's
hind
all
end.
muscle.
And then their hooves come to kind of they're sharp.
Oh, yeah.
So when you put that power behind that, dude, they would lace you open.
And then you got that rack of just death on top of their head.
That's not even what I'm worried about.
Gee.
I'm worried about their feet.
Their little
Yeah.
cookies.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
it ain't
no.
all Santa Claus reindeer around here, y'all.
I have had
No.
one like I thought was dead that got up and it's dipped. Like it's scared. Turkey doesn't bother me. So they have what's called spurs.
Yeah.
You know, just above the ankle.
Yeah.
And as they get more mature and older, they get longer. That is their antlers, so to speak. That's their fighting weapon. And I shot one about 5 years ago, and I shot it, and before they have an ammunition now called TSS, which is tungsten super shot. So you have a lot more pellets that are like a quarter of the size of this old steel shot.
Yeah.
But they're the same density.
Yeah.
And then just way more. They are nasty. So when they hit now, they don't flop anymore, but they
Yeah.
used to flop. So anyway, I shot this one and I went to go grab it, and he was a mature bird. He had good hooks, and he's on his back and he's kicking, and I just went to go, nonchalantly grab him, and he caught me right where my pocket would end, and in one swipe took brand new Sitka pants, which at the time I could not afford. He swiped all the way past my knee in one kick and made me bleed the entire way.
Whoa.
Yeah, so when you grab them, you got to grab them right. If you
Wow.
grab them by the
Yeah.
head, you got to hold them away. And if you grab them by the feet, you better hope you grab them right. But I have tackled a turkey before.
Tackled a turkey.
Oh, yeah.
Tackling turkeys
Like
is our
a-
band name.
I love it.
Like
Yeah.
a running Terry Tate sprint, like linebacker tackle.
Yeah, I had to lunge for him, yeah.
Yeah.
But I also don't want that bird getting away. Like,
Right.
I don't duck hunt. Like, I didn't grow up duck hunting. I go with duck hunters,
Yeah.
and I duck shoot, right?
Yeah.
But I'm always down to go out and get them. If we don't have a dog, I'd love getting out there, and I don't let any ducks get away. Well, this past year, I went after one, and he was wounded, man, but was not going to make it like long, but was not dead.
Yeah.
And so, I'm in 31-degree water in my waders, and I've done put 3 shots into him, and he's fine after somebody shot him.
Wow.
And you can see the spread on the water. Like, I hit this duck every time, but I did not hit important parts.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, well, I'm already 50 yards from the blind, and this is a growed-up cornfield. So then it's flooded.
Yeah.
Right? So, and it's about here. So I'm like, I'm just going to go get him. He's 150 yards away at this point, and he's swimming, and I go to get him. And he's getting away, and I don't want to see a duck get away because, dude, I can't. As much as I love to hunt, I don't want to see any animal injured.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not okay.
You don't
with
see
that.
him suffer.
Yeah.
No chance. So I feel like maybe some might give up on it. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for it. I might be here for the next 45 minutes, but I'm going to get that duck.
Yeah.
So I get this sense of urgency of I got to pick it up because as I'm walking, he's swimming away, and we're not gaining any ground. So I got to pick it up. And dude, I tripped on a reed,
Oh, no.
and I've never understood this, but I tripped on a reed and I fall in the water, and it fills my waders.
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the worst.
And so when you were just to trip on a reed like I'm talking about in regular water and fall in and then go get your feet under you, does not apply anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
It keeps wanting to put your feet above your head.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I'm trying to hold this, initially trying to hold this gun because it wasn't my gun up. That probably even what got me in trouble. And then it took me, 20 seconds for me to get standing.
Yeah.
Because I had to go,
That
after a
felt
while,
like
you
20
fight
minutes.
it and it's just going to win. So then eventually you have to be like, okay, I got to succumb to it. And eventually just figure out how to get my feet up so I can be upright and out of here so I can breathe.
Yeah.
So I do cold plunges, and this is a different thing. This thing, that sharpness of that water. We had to break the ice to get the boat in. The sharpness of that water just cuts you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm still 80 yards from this duck.
Oh no.
But I'm 80 yards from the blind.
Yeah.
And I went and got that duck.
Wow.
Look at you.
And I come back and like, hey, what happened? I'm like,
Don't ask.
I said, no, they saw.
Yeah.
And they said, hey, are you? I was like, I'm fine. I was like, I think I need to get these clothes off. So we're hunting in 38-degree weather, and I'm
geez.
stripped in a blind with 2 dudes I don't know. One dude I know really well, now know better.
Yeah, you know both of them real well.
Yep. And we just had I get that off, and then just put the waders back on, and then there happened to be a miracle of a hooded jacket that was left in the blind.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like before the hunt. It's freezing, but it's dry.
Yeah.
And I put that on, and he was like, what do you want to do? I was like, man, just keep hunting, man. I'm good. And then it was like, my words didn't start working. About 30 minutes later.
Hypothermia?
And they're like, hey, if you want to get out, we need to get you now, because to get a boat here is going to take, another 20 minutes.
Oh wow.
And somebody just got to the boat. So if you want to do that, I was like, I'm gonna. And they were like, we're just gonna go ahead and get the boat out.
Yeah, we're just
So by
gonna-
the time I got in to like get to a shower, I could not make sounds, and my brain was not working.
Wow.
My brain was just.
That's pretty
It
freaky.
wasn't making sense. Like I needed help doing stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, so I don't know what level of hypothermia I got, but I got something.
I think
and it was scary because like things that just are easy didn't make sense anymore.
Wow.
And I couldn't speak.
That's freaky.
Yeah, it was wild.
Dude, that's some scary stuff
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, my wife was pumped.
I bet
She was like, over a duck. I was like, I know, babe.
Honey, I saved it's not
She's
life. I didn't
she was
save
gonna
its
come
life.
today. She was like, she works from home.
She should have.
Dude, but she got a meeting pushed back, but she was gonna come today, dude. She's so fun. Dude, she's like a 6-year military vet. She's like looks like a supermodel.
Yeah.
Then she's like a military vet. She spent a year in Guantanamo Bay. Like
Wow.
she's got probably more cool shit to talk about than
Definitely
I do.
need to have her on here.
Yeah.
Hell
Maybe
yeah.
we can have you guys as a duo come back next time or
Yeah.
something.
Where she was just
That would
like,
be cool.
oh, baby, because we were gonna turn this into a date night, but she was like, I got a meeting pushed back. So anyway, it'd be cool for you.
Well,
to
we'll
meet her.
just rebook you and we'll have her come in with you.
Yeah, man, dude, you'd rather just talk to her,
And then we can all
I'll
go to
just be
Bourbon
here and
Steak
support.
after.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And get the lobster bake.
Right?
Yeah.
Bro.
What else you got?
Think about that. It looks like
I'm
an
not-
absolute hot air balloon of just, and then he cuts into it, and then you see what's behind the curtain, and you're pumped.
Bro, I'm getting it next time.
Yeah,
I don't know how I'm going to afford it, but I'm going to get it.
let's get some. You guys got sponsors yet?
Yeah.
No, we need some.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
maybe
boom.
we'll have to have a business lunch.
Maybe you
over
can
there
get
one
bourbon
day.
to do it.
ooh, we'll have a business lunch. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Write it off.
What do you got going
it.
on right now that you're excited about?
Oh man, just getting ready to be a daddy.
being a
Honestly,
dad.
like, dude,
What's the baby do?
it's not doing much right now. It's just in her belly.
Wow.
When is it going to come out?
Oh. There's a joke in there too. I'll leave that alone.
Yeah.
It's due on her birthday, my wife's birthday.
Oh,
August.
August.
Yeah.
August. There it is.
4th, 5th, 6th, 20.
All right. So we're 4 months out.
August.
We are halfway. So we just went to the doctor today and did the 20-week scan where we saw fingers and toes.
Oh, that's exciting.
Got them.
Do you know what you're having yet?
Yeah, a child, bud. Come on.
Oh, God.
We're having a little girl.
Oh,
my man.
boy.
You know I'm built for a girl daddy.
Oh yeah.
You're definitely
Girl
built for a
daddy.
girl daddy.
Dude, I'm on.
Yeah, yeah,
She's just gonna be an outdoor girl.
yeah.
I hope. Anyway, I'm just gonna take her early.
Yeah, she can be your little hunting buddy.
Yeah.
Should be going and
Trust me,
grabbing.
we got a lot of baby clothes coming in from people saying "Daddy's little hunting buddy" and stuff like that. We got about 16 outfits that say that.
Of
some kind
course.
of arrangement of that on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
But it's it's all good. We kind of know what we hope. Well, I hope she does. I hope she wants to be a part of it. But like, I just know I'm gonna take her with me early on. Like I just want her to be out in the woods with me.
Yeah.
And know that you don't need a phone and you don't need like anything but there's a lot going on out here.
That's it.
Swim out there and get that duck,
Swim
honey.
out there and get that duck.
Go get that
back,
duck
girl.
for daddy.
That's
Go
right.
out there. Go on now.
Yeah.
Baby, you got your waders
Yeah.
on. Go ahead.
Get your
Yeah.
floaties on and get out there and get that duck. Where can
yeah.
people find you?
What do you mean?
Like your
I
social
don't want anybody
medias
to
and
find me.
stuff?
Oh.
You got social medias and whatnot?
Oh yeah, I mean I'm pretty. So she's really good at it. She works for a NIL company.
Yeah.
Worked for the PGA Tour.
Oh.
She's big time into like knowing how to do that stuff.
Name,
And she-
image, likeness. Yeah.
And she laughs at me because of my technological advancements have not advanced much. But
Yeah.
I have an Instagram.
Yeah. You know what it is?
It's Jaded Muffins.
Jaded.
Jaded Muffins.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's not Jerry Bear.
Was it taken?
Well, so okay, fun story. Channing Wilson
Yeah.
had a write one time with Corey Crowder. And Corey Crowder used to live in the same development as me in Lenox Village. We talked about Corey a bunch today.
Yeah. Sure have.
I was working at Burger Republic.
No.
Anyway, we had met and hung out, and I wrote with him a couple times, and he was like, "Hey, man, I have a write with a guy at Universal tomorrow." And it was Channing.
Ah.
And he said, "Do you want to join me?" Our third quit. What did you ask me? Oh, got it. And anyway, so Allison McAnally worked at Liz Rose at the time. Corey had just signed at Liz Rose. And she went to enter me into the system after we wrote that song. And Jared autocorrected to Jaded, and Mullins autocorrected to Muffins.
Nice. Jaded Muffins.
So she told me that story. I can't remember if she said y'all to or if I was like, well,
You
maybe
kinda
that's
have
it.
to.
But it was like, yeah. I think she was like, this might be your Instagram handle. And I don't think I had Instagram at the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Jaded Muffins was born.
That's brilliant.
I
dude.
like it.
That's brilliant.
Wasn't brilliant. Just, yeah, I was so unrecognizable in the system of music.
Yeah.
They thought my name meant Jaded Muffins.
Yeah.
And I thought, we're going to run with that.
Well,
Pretty
everybody knows-
fitting, though, you know?
Yeah. Well, everybody knows who you are now, dude. And we appreciate you.
I'm still trying to figure out.
Dude,
who I am.
I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy you're a person and you're in this world and you're in this city and you're doing what you're doing, and so proud of you.
We just try, man.
We're
You
doing
know?
our best, ain't we?
Man, it's like, what's fun about music is that it's an ever-evolving thing. And you know what sucks about music is that it's an ever-evolving
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You don't ever got a pin on it. But
No.
man, what's great about it is at its purest form, it's just what does that make you feel? And if you can get that out right, it's going to make them feel the same thing no matter who it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's just like, they don't even have to understand our language. You can hear a song and feel something.
Yeah. Opera.
And-
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you. Have you ever felt a wheel of shame, though?
What do you mean?
You'll see. The wheel.
Oh, you looked at your watch. So is this like a part of your all skit?
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you
All right.
Yeah, you get to spin the wheel of shame.
go ahead and spin that?
Okay, can we just real quick, just
Yeah.
so I know
No.
what translates?
Don't worry about it.
It's all in code.
We'll tell
so
you.
You just have to spin it and see where fate leads you.
Yeah. Just give it a spin. Just
You
go
look
ahead
at
and
him
give it-
analyzing it.
Go ahead
He's
and
like,
give it.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well, do I get to give the tortilla slap?
Well, you
Well, it
got to
depends.
spin the wheel.
You got to spin it and find
You
out.
ain't landed on nothing yet.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Do you always start it on America?
It's just where it is right now.
Because maybe y'all too.
Yeah.
Amen. Also, it doesn't even have like a little it's not like a Price is Right thing.
Well, it used to have the clicker on it, but
Where's
it's
the clicker,
it
dude?
slowed it down a whole lot.
Yeah.
So I feel like this gives it a more balanced effect.
Yeah. Balanced effect. What did you land on? What is it?
Truth or drink?
Truth or drink? Wow. Wow.
That sounds like
Wow.
every day I ever had at Whiskey Jam.
Right?
And they
That's-
were just a lot of lies.
That's a Tuesday at the Tin Roof, you know?
Man, it's been a minute. Since I've been
Right?
there. I bet it. I don't know. I just don't why. I feel like it's got to smell like freaking New Orleans down there. At
It
this point.
smells like shame.
We're at Tin Roof.
Tin Roof.
It does.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
My publisher's calling. Should I answer it?
Yeah, answer it.
Yeah, why not?
That can be on the podcast.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You might have just got a big cut. You just didn't answer it. That's terrible.
Yeah, I panicked.
That's fine.
I'm in a high pressure situation. Okay, so what I'm going to do is fan these out.
By the way, happy 25 episodes, boys. This is a big deal.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's time to get some sponsorships. You don't need to work
Our
that
25th
angle.
episode dropped today, David. Did you know that?
Welcome to 25.
You should get
ladies and gentlemen.
sponsorships and also some talking points.
This one will be episode.
Talking points. We don't need no
27.
talking
You guys are-
points.
You don't
Theo
like our
Vaughn doesn't need
podcast?
talking points. That's it.
No.
He just got to
Flawless.
talk.
Man, he's so smart.
He's so ridiculous.
He's so smart, dude.
I listened to him in the shower this morning. Swear to God.
Yeah.
I listened to 30-pound bag of hamster bones in the shower this morning. Yeah.
30-pound
That's
bag.
that's
of
his
hamster
that's his
bones.
first
Man,
album
I
that I
just enjoy
listened to.
him, dude. I just feel like he's a good dude, and then I've gotten some opportunities to really hang with him. Dude,
Yeah.
he is just a
He's so quick.
but his stuff is so layered differently. Like I listen to a podcast and there's stuff that gets missed that's so funny, but it's 2 to 3 layers away from the root of the joke.
Oh, yeah.
But if you get a chance to slow-mo digest it, you're like,
It's
what
brilliant.
in
Yeah.
the heck is your mom doing? It's incredible.
Yeah, his thought process is so different.
And it's this. It's
Yeah.
like he just went from, okay, if you wanted to make a taco, right?
Yeah.
You're thinking tortilla. This guy is done already he's knows where to get the pig and knows where he's getting the sour cream.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it's unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's yeah.
I was
Anyway,
thinking
but
we
he
should-
doesn't need that
No.
because he can feed off anything.
Yeah.
That's
we
right.
We don't want talking points. We
You
don't
say
want this
taco points?
Taco
points.
points. Wow.
Draw a damn card.
Yeah, you've got a little bit of that Theo Vaughn in you.
You sure do.
All right, pick your card, but don't look at it, and give it back to me.
Do.
Before we do that, what's a Jasper Newton?
It's a shot of Jack Daniels.
Oh, that's nice.
Jack Daniels' real
spun
name
it.
was Jasper Newton Daniel.
Yeah, because you're a squire.
Yeah, man.
We both are.
I would have
Yeah.
I would have scrolled a little harder if I knew what a Jasper Newton was.
Yeah.
Jasper Newton sounds like something you get you don't talk about.
It's like it's like
Man, Jared came down a case with that Jasper Newton.
My
No, it was
ex-girlfriend gave me a Jasper Newton.
My buddy gave me a Jasper Newton. Yeah, it's like, well, go to the doctor.
Dude, that reminds me of my favorite Theo Vaughn skit. He's like, well, my cousin got bit by a gay dude last week. And he pauses for a long time and goes,
We'll see.
we'll see what happens. Every time I see that on Instagram, I just start crying.
I thought it was a black widow.
dude.
He got bit by a black widow.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
we'll see.
Yeah. A gay black widow would be crazy.
Even better. Yeah. Okay. Have you ever broken any bones? What happened? Did you hear the crack?
That's a
Do you want to read? Do you want to redraw?
I mean,
It's not very Jared
yes.
Mullinsy.
Yes. Yeah, broke a bunch.
Yeah.
You want to try another one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just not fun. you
It's
know?
not fun. You know what's gonna be fun after this?
I'll read it. Why don't you just let me find a fun one?
Oh, this is a good one for you.
All right.
What will be the sexy nickname they give you when you live at the old folks' home?
Jasper Newton.
There it is.
Shit.
Full circle.
Have you ever done smelling salts?
No, but I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm nervous, but I feel like
Buddy.
it's good energy.
This is gonna change your life.
Is it like in a good way or going to hurt me?
It's gonna change your life.
I'm nervous. I feel
right.
like I'm about to get hit in the face with a.
Now pay attention. I'm going to take the lid off, and what
Yeah.
I want you to do is you're going to hold
Ease
it.
in.
You're going to hold it right here, not here.
Don't
Yeah.
right here,
breathe.
and go.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
ease in.
No.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Okay.
Just do it.
Oh, I already got it. That's ammonia.
Just
Closer.
whole.
You're like a machine, bro. You didn't even like phase you, or you're really congested. What's happening?
What is happening
This
right
is like
now?
the Twilight Zone.
I feel like I got.
Should we open a new one?
No.
Is it time to retire this one?
Well, go
Here,
ahead.
smell it, David.
Why don't you give it a taste?
No, you smell it,
Hang on. No, we got to get Jared.
dude.
I mean, I'm watering, but here's what I think. I feel like I just got bullied in the pool at the deep end.
Dude,
We're opening the new one.
I mean,
This is bullshit.
I don't want to do it again. If that helps.
We're going to.
I'm already toast. I
All right.
I can handle it. No. I'm gonna need a minute.
Do it. Hurry. Now. Oh my gosh. This one is so much stronger. I can smell it as soon as I
I
open
smell it from here. How are you standing up?
One.
You're a machine.
I had some horseradish on the way over here, and I can eat that stuff whole.
God bless America.
Dude, we have found our unicorn. Jared Mullins.
I was always wondering. I'm like, man, I want something to like get me jolted and wake me up.
Dude, no, that's knocked people over.
I've never seen anybody do that before. That stuff has killed everyone that we brought in here.
What'd they do?
They just have a fit.
Oh, yeah.
Like-
Like a seizure.
They're just like,
We thought we'd kill Jim Ed Norman.
Jim Ed Norman was our first person to
Jim
ever do
Ed's
it.
still
He
going.
went-
I'm not trying to be rude.
Oh.
I'm being honest.
No,
Yeah,
he's still
dude.
going.
I feel like when I moved to town,
That man ain't
I
got no
remember
quit.
Jim Ed Norman, and I remember thinking he was old.
He's still
Yeah.
old.
And I've been here like a long time,
Dude,
I don't mean to be rude.
No,
I just
no. He's
There
still,
could have been. Is there another Jim Ed?
Nope,
on the mix?
it's the only one.
No, he's
Okay.
like 70.
Eagles.
Does he play the Opry?
He's the one that did like the.
Oh, you're thinking of Jim Ed Brown.
Yeah, you're thinking Jim
Boom,
Ed Brown.
that's what I'm thinking.
No, Jim Ed
Sorry.
Norman was the head of Warner Brothers. He was head of Curb for a while.
Okay, that's
was-
the Jim Ed I met.
he's-
I'm like, that guy. When I met Jim Ed Brown, I'm like,
No, yeah.
he's.
No,
I don't know if
Let's
he's
be
still-
honest. I just got to town, but he's leaving soon.
No, wow.
And he did, I think. But
Yeah.
then you was like him. I'm like, oh, sorry. Yeah,
No,
so very.
no, different person.
Excuse
No.
me. Sorry, J Ed D.
I'm so proud of you for doing the smelling salts like
Twice.
that.
Actually,
Twice.
like 7 times.
Yeah.
I cannot believe you did that.
He's like,
So
he's
what's
like
it do? What's it do to y'all?
My
Oh.
eye fell out.
It's like getting punched in the nose. He's like those rare people in Hot Ones who just eat all the hot wings and they don't even like
Yeah.
David Blaine.
It's weird
Did
that
you
we're
see the
talking about
David
Theo
Blaine
Vaughn.
one?
Did you ever see him do the smelling sauce on Joe Rogan?
Uh-uh.
And they're like,
Oh, didn't it fuck him up a little
no,
bit?
they were like, just didn't even have the seal off of it yet.
Yeah.
And Joe Rogan was like, and he
Yeah.
held it away, and Theo just was like taking it. And then like 20 minutes into the podcast, he's like, let me have another hit of that, boy. He
Yeah.
was like,
Y'all are related.
so he kept going after it, but that didn't affect me really at all. I mean, like that one got into my eyes a little bit, but
Dude, as
I've
soon as
met-
I took the lid
yeah.
off that new one, I could
I smell it from here. Well,
what does that mean? Is
You're
something
awesome.
wrong?
I think so.
Yeah. You've got gout.
All right,
Yeah.
now that we're here, I mean, let's talk about some real shit.
You might need to tell your wife.
Daddy's awake now.
Should we do this at the beginning of the podcast?
I
from now
think we
on?
should have. Dude, thank you so much for being
Yeah.
here. We appreciate you, buddy.
Twangtown.
Twangtown.
That's
Colt,
awesome,
tell
man.
them where they can find us.
Yes, we are available on all streaming platforms.
Streaming.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Instagram, Twitter.
Podcast.
Rate, like, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Tell somebody about it.
Donate. Money. Yeah. Jared,
Twangtown.
thank you, buddy.
Yeah, if you want to be a
Appreciate
sponsor,
you.
we can do that too.
Yeah.
Let's
Y'all
talk.
have a good day. Watch out for Jared Mullins and his smelling salt nose.
Yeah.
We'll see you.
Jasper.
Jasper. Bye.